think it's vlog 283, I think. Could be wrong. Most of the time I am, but I think I'm not. I don't know. I just dropped the kids off to their mama. I went up to the wrestling. I got some huge news. One is that we're going upstairs at the farmer's market. I'm digging that idea. That is such a nicer venue than the one that we're in, which is already worlds better than where we were at when we were at the Golden Goose. We're expecting a really good turnout. It ought to be a lot of fun. As far as the Vader event, which is the 2nd of November. Please mark your calendars. Please show up. It ought to be a good time. Behind the scenes thing, a lot of guys have been stepping up their game and getting ready for this. It was really cool today. We have a few new team members on the team. They are not wrestlers. They have no interest in being the wrestler. But what they do have an interest in is some of the camera work, some of the production, some of the TV side of starting up an indie thing and just trying things as we go along. Because to be real honest with you, 90% of the feds out there, that's what they do. And either stuff really works really well or stuff bombs really bad. It's usually one or the other. There's usually no middle. So it'll be interesting to see what this team does. And I'm kind of looking forward to the next few events and seeing how that team, production team does. I'm looking forward to seeing how our security team does, and hopefully some of the local fans that have been coming out and supporting us, no matter what side of the curtain and no matter what side of the locker room that all these guys have been coming out of. These people have been showing up almost like clockwork. Hopefully some of them will get excited and push this as well, is what I'm hoping for. Other than that, it's been a pretty decent weekend. I really needed the rest. I really needed to just hang out with the kids and do a whole lot of nothing. Yes, it's getting to be that time of year where I owe everybody absolutely everything, and it's going to be a big old fist fight because I still work construction full time. But with all of that coming and all the crap and the, you know, my personal life to go along with it, I really just needed to have that weekend and hang out with the kids. Piper helped me get the mail, do some stuff yesterday, and we played for a little bit. I usually try to sit down and play video games and stuff with Alex because that's kind of what, you know, what he's into. And if he was into football, I would take him outside and throw a few footballs around. He's not. He's into the video games. He said since he was 5, he wants to create one and sell it when he gets big. And hopefully he does, and hopefully it does really well. And hopefully he'll never have to go into stupid construction because I think it sucks. I'm just being blunt and being honest. And then, you know, I don't really share my super personal life on this because, you know, I do have to have a little something that's just me, for me, deal with. But as far as that point, right at the moment, I am a mess. I probably always have been, and I probably always will be. It's no biggie to me. But, you know, it was fun. I am actually impressed with the fact that I am starting to get close to 300 on doing these. I met a guy online that's been following these that actually is a wrestling fan slash also, for a lack of a better word, a gear maker is what I would call it, because he's not a girl and that sort of thing, and I don't want to be offensive and stuff, but what I mean by gears, I mean he makes masks and elbow pads and knee pads and kick pads for different wrestlers and stuff like that, and he really enjoys the sport of pro wrestling, what all it entails. I'm hoping that I'm really hoping that he gets to come on board and do some stuff for us, just for the simple fact that I think that would be one more thing to up our game. And as somebody that just, you know, all those guys that are wrestling in Mid-South, I want them to do better than I did back when I wrestled and had management trying to look out after me, which they kind of weren't, but that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that shows up at an event like, hey, remember back in 99 when I like did this and that for cruiserweights and all of that? No, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that, hey, I showed up. This is what we need to work on as a group. This is what we need to do. This is how we're going to push you younger guys that honestly I feel like can really go. And if I can help them get over some of the nervousness of the beginnings of their careers, I think they'll actually wrestle more than just here for us. And besides that, also every once in a while getting to share my faith with people, that's kind of, you know, who I am and what I do. That's the gist of it. I know I've been all over the place with this vlog. I also know I'm in the middle of driving through traffic, and I'm just going to act like the camera ain't there. I'm going to keep watching cars and drive and pay attention and stuff. And my hair is a whole other big mess. It's at that awkward stage. It always hits a beginning awkward stage when you got like the little buzz from when you shave your head to you can finally do a little hairdo, and then you can do a medium hairdo, and it goes through the ugly stage and stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at with the mid-length. For most people, most guys that wear short hair, I would be a hippie, but to most hippies, I would have really short hair. And it's kind of in the middle, and every time I get it long enough to put it in my little bitty ponytail, different front hairs finally get long enough to go back into it. I don't know, it's a mess. I hate wearing ball caps, but I do all the time just so that I can keep the hair out of my face while I'm working. The rest of the time, I don't care. But it'll be interesting to see what I do with all of that. I thought about, at the end of this year, putting together a montage of this is what I looked like every day for a year. Here's the big changes. Don't know that I'll really do that. That's just something I'm kicking around in my head. I do know that I'm trying to decide what to do with the rest of today, and that's where it will be interesting. A bored Michael is never a good Michael. And I am, even with personal issues, trying to remain. Wow, I've almost talked for 10 minutes. I hope somebody will make it all the way through it without turning it off. It'll be real interesting to see how the rest of the week and the following weekend pans out. And I will get off of here, and I will just talk to y'all when I can for 184, 185, probably 184, but I'll talk to y'all tomorrow for that. Bye.